Welcome to the first garden update episode from our new home. Yes, we have moved, Mrs. ChilliChump and I moved into our new house about 2.5 weeks ago, and we are absolutely loving it. We already feel like we're at home, and all the plans that we've been working on over the last 2 years are finally coming to fruition, and I can't wait to share them with you guys. This episode is not about showing you around the new place. I will dedicate a full episode to that, probably for next week, Friday. But today I'm just going to be giving you an update on what's happening with the plants. They've been through a bit of a journey as well. They're still in their very, very small pots, which means most of them are probably going to be getting a bit root bound at this point. But I did that on purpose because I needed to transport all those plants here. I have just under 200 plants, and moving them around, I didn't want to trust the movers with them, so they had to go in our cars, and the only way that was going to happen is if I kept them in those small pots. So we're going to do a bit of an update of those, see how they're getting on. They actually don't look too bad. Like I said, probably a few of them are very root bound, but they will recover. And I have got plans for them this coming weekend. Just over that side of me, we have been building a base for a greenhouse, and we are hoping to have that greenhouse up and full with plants by the end of this coming weekend. So make sure you watch my live stream on Sunday. I will tell you what's happening with the greenhouse and tell you if we were successful in getting it built, getting all the glass into it, etc. So that's Sunday at 5 p.m. GMT or BST. Just have a look at my channel. I'll have it scheduled by the time this video is out. So we're going to do a bit of an update inside the shed that's just over to my right here. And I'll also be doing a bit of an update on my Bonchi plants. One of those Bonchi plants are looking absolutely stunning. Mrs. ChilliChump walked past it the other day and came to me and said, wow, that plant is looking gorgeous. And she doesn't really comment too much about that. I'm the one that normally comments about how gorgeous the plants are looking. It's looking like a real little tree. So first things first, let's get inside the shed over here and see how the plants are getting on. Things are still a bit messy around here. We are working at getting everything sorted out, but it's only been 2.5 weeks, so we haven't really done everything we'd like to. But I did make sure I got the plants in here, and it smells lovely. I love the smell of compost, nice fresh compost. But the plants are looking healthy. Have a look at these guys. Watering them is a bit of a pain when they're down here. I'm having to do pretty much individual watering. I can't really do a lot of my automation in here, but as you can see, the plants are looking all right. The one I wanted to point out to you, this guy over here, I actually did trim it. It's one of the rare types. I'll put it up on the screen. I can't remember it offhand right now, but I did trim the top there, and we can see that some new growth has come through, so I'm quite happy with that. This is the one that was very, very tall, and I just wanted to trim it just to keep it at the same sort of height. So the canopy was all very similar across all these plants. I've got 2 lights in here. I've got the TS3000, and over there I believe that's another Mars Hydro. We've got this one running to these plants, and they seem to be thriving on it. Not too many problems. A couple dead leaves with a few of these plants, but for the most part they're looking gorgeous. Especially gorgeous, look at that thing. That is just lovely. That's definitely a Capsicum Chenense, and there's another one, nice and dark leaves coming through. But for the most part the plants are doing well. There's some younger ones over here, and they're surviving as well. I'm just keeping an eye on all of them, making sure there's no damage. There's a little bit of leaf tip damage over there, but not too worried about that. So all in all, these plants are looking not too bad, but they're going to look even better once we get them out into the proper sunshine and out into the greenhouse, and hope we don't get too many cold nights, because I don't want these to die after all the effort that I've put into them. There's quite a few flowers coming through as well. As you know, I don't really pinch off the flowers, but I may do a few of them, especially some of the competition ones, the Poblano competition plants. I might be doing a little bit of that, paying a little bit extra attention to them. Make sure I'm in with a good chance of winning. Not that I'll win the prizes, but got to beat you guys. Let me know in the comments below how your Poblanos are getting on. I've seen some updates on the ChilliChump Facebook group, and it's great to see the progress that you have. I actually don't know where the Poblano is at the moment inside here. I will have to show you the next time we do an update. But let's go inside and have a look at not only the Bonchi, but I also have some new seeds to show you. And I might even show you a little bit of an update of what's going on with my cross pepper. This is where I have the Bonchi, and just have a look at that. Isn't that stunning? It has developed so nicely since the last update video I did on this. But I think we might even be getting some chilies coming through. Definitely are a lot of flowers, and I haven't yet seen a chili, but I'm sure it's going to be just a matter of time before we see them. But just look at that canopy. It is just stunning. You see some new leaf growth coming out from the very base here. And yeah, I don't know if I want to keep that there, but we'll see. I'll leave it go for a little bit longer. This plant here as well is starting to spread out quite low down. So what I might do is trim it towards the top here. That might make a bit of sense. And then we can start building the canopy at about this level, because it seems to want to spread out from there. So maybe just, yeah, snip it across there. But I'll give it a bit of time, just let them settle into this new place, and we'll see how we get on with it. But both are looking really good. This one especially, just love it. Proper little tree. So you can see there I have a little friend helping me out. Had a bit of a problem. I ended up having to trim back completely this plant. This is my Piri Piri cross lemon drop. It's a pretty sad sight at the moment. I'm just glad it's still alive, but if you had seen from my previous videos, you would have seen just how big it was. And the reason I had to trim it back is because it got completely covered in aphids. And there was just nothing really I could do. So I was very hectic on the pruning. We can see I pretty much cut all the branches. There was not a lot of leaf growth anymore. I left a couple new buds showing through, and it seems to have recovered quite nicely. I have it in a temporary sort of solution at the moment. I built this the other day, just an old bucket, and drilled a few holes, put some hydrogen in there, and we've got a small pump underneath here, just pumping some nutrients through it until I have some time and space to do this properly. I actually have a second little ladybug over there. I found these guys outside a little bit earlier today, and I put them on the plant. I've never had an infestation that bad. I mean, literally it was covered. Don't go away, Mr. Ladybug. He's trying to fly away. I'll have to go and get him in a sec. And yeah, the plant is recovering. Unfortunately, it does set me back a little bit. I did have a few pods on there that I was hoping was going to ripen up so I can get some seeds, but looks like I'm going to have to wait a little while before we get that again. Over here, I have started a few more seeds because, you know, you can never have enough seeds. So I've started a couple of rare types. A friend of mine on Instagram contacted me and said, hey, I've got some interesting seeds for you. I've started off a few. I'll let you know in the next episode exactly what these are, but there's a few rare types. And also I started a few more Hainan yellow lanterns because I didn't have enough, I don't think, from my first batch that I started at the beginning of the year. So there's a couple more coming through. A bit of algae growth on there, but that's bound to happen. Unfortunately, I've been top watering. I don't normally do that, but you know, we've been a bit busy with other things, so haven't really been able to do things the proper way. But got a few come up, and we'll see if we can get a few more of the Hainan yellow lanterns. I think it's those 2 rows over there. So we've just got 1 come through so far, and I can see a few starting to come through. Sorry, this has been a bit of a shorter one, but we have obviously got a lot of work to do around the house, and that's where I'm spending most of my time. I'm still trying to get these videos out for you guys. I actually have to package up a lot of parcels to send out from my store. So if you have ordered something, it will be coming very soon. We're hoping to get the orders out this week, but most likely it's going to be early next week, and then we'll be able to get back to our normal cadence of once a week shipping out parcels. We have a lot of great content coming in the future. I can't wait to share so many of my plans, the build of the greenhouse even, some of the things I'm going to be doing in there I think you guys are going to love. And of course, just all the general plans we have for our new home. So I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Make sure that you are subscribed so that you get to watch all of it. And until then, stay safe and stay spicy.